Clearly, they were expected to make a choice. Either Baldoni or Ryan and Blake, and William Morris dropped Baldoni like a hot rock.
I loved seeing Colin Jost come back to Saturday Night Live last night with a joke at his wife, Blake Lively's expense.
Made it seem like a moral act of loyalty.
Blake Lively and Ryan Reynolds thought they were untouchable until Scarlett Johansson's husband destroyed them on live TV. Hollywood's golden couple had it all: fame, fortune, and a picture-perfect life. But when they tangled with Justin Baldoni over It Ends With Us, they didn't just spark a feud, they ignited a firestorm. Lawsuits flew, A-listers picked sides, and then came the moment that left jaws on the floor. Colin Jost, Scarlett's husband, tearing them apart on Saturday Night Live. How did it come to this? Buckle up. This is a Hollywood meltdown you won't believe.
Last night on Saturday Night Live, Colin Jost came back live and clearly made a joke at Blake Lively.
He's decided to leave his A-list wife for one of the most despised actresses in Hollywood. It was back in 2010 when he was married to Scarlett Johansson. Then he allegedly cheated on her with actress Blake Lively.
It all started with a movie that seemed like a slam dunk. It Ends With Us hit screens in 2024, pulling in big bucks with its gritty storyline. Blake Lively shone as the star, while Justin Baldoni called the shots behind the camera. On the surface, it was a match made in heaven, but whispers from the set told a different tale. Blake flexing her star power, Justin scrambling to keep control. By the premiere, the cast was dodging him like he'd gone radioactive. The real explosion was still brewing though, and it was about to blow the lid off everything.
Colin Jost's roast.
Oh, hey, Ryan Reynolds.
Hi.
Hey. Ryan Reynolds, how's it going?
Great. Why? What have you heard?
Blake didn't mess around when she decided to strike. Late 2024, she slapped Justin with a lawsuit claiming he'd made the set a living hell. Harassment, chaos, you name it. She wasn't alone either. Ryan Reynolds jumped in with his trademark charm, and Taylor Swift hovered in the background. Blake even bragged they were her dragons, ready to torch her enemies. It was a bold play, straight out of a power couple's playbook. Except her story started falling apart fast, and the cracks were impossible to hide.
Borrow missiles so they can take the party to the next level. Zelensky was asked to leave the White House. Then he appeared on Fox News and said he thinks he can still salvage his relationship with President Trump, which is like Justin Baldoni saying, "I'd love to work with Blake again."
Hollywood didn't hesitate to pick a team. Overnight, the It Ends With Us cast, Liz Plank, Colleen Hoover, the whole crew, dumped Justin on Instagram. Statements praising Blake's courage flooded the internet, while hashtags buried the no-name director in shade. It was a brutal pile-on, and Justin looked finished. For a minute, Blake and Ryan had the industry eating out of their hands, until Justin flipped the script and showed he'd been ready for this all along.
Your ex-wife's husband cracked this joke. The same ex-wife's husband whose show you decided to go make your first appearance on, let him write a joke for you that bombs. I mean, the whole thing is all next level.
Justin Baldoni didn't just sit there taking punches. Months before Blake's lawsuit even dropped, he'd locked in Melissa Nathan, the PR mastermind who'd revived Johnny Depp after his Amber Heard disaster. When Blake came for him, he was armed and dangerous. In court, his team landed a knockout blow. A judge trashed Blake's demand for 2 years of his phone records, calling it a desperate fishing expedition. Justin's camp crowed she was chasing ghosts. But Blake wasn't going down without a fight, and her next move was straight up wild.
Which is like Justin Baldoni saying, "I'd love to work with Blake again."
Ooh, and even the audience is like laughing, but like shows SNL playing its cards of, yeah, they're clearly, they know Blake Lively is crazy. And given the appearance, she's gonna have this same reaction of, wait a second, why are you making fun of me? I thought you had our back, Saturday Night Live. What's going on?
Enter the spy twist nobody saw coming. Blake hired Nick Shapiro, a former CIA heavy hitter who'd tackled terrorists and cyber wars. Now he was her crisis PR guy, spinning her sinking ship. This wasn't some random hire. Shapiro's got dirt on his resume tied to the Hunter Biden laptop cover-up that had tongues wagging years back. Blake was betting big on his skills to flip the narrative. It still couldn't save her from what came next though, because Ryan was about to step right into the line of fire.
Yeah, no, Justin Baldoni's never working with Blake Lively again. And notice, this joke could have been the other way around. That's like Blake Lively saying, yeah, I want to work with Justin again. They chose to make the butt of the joke on her, not on him. Incredibly telling.
Ryan Reynolds thought he could charm his way out of this mess. At the SNL 50th anniversary bash in early 2025, he cracked a joke about Blake's lawsuit, playing it off like no big deal. Bad move. The internet erupted. Fans called it tasteless, asking who laughs about their wife's harassment case. Comment sections turned into a roast fest, shredding their golden image. Ryan's attempt to play it cool backfired hard, and then Scarlett's husband saw his chance to make it 1,000,000 times worse.
That to me is showing where Hollywood and all these people align, and this one was just far more interesting to talk about because given this whole appearance, which even Kevin Costner was like, what the hell are you doing, Ryan?
Colin Jost didn't just join the fight, he ended it. On a live Saturday Night Live episode, Scarlett Johansson's husband delivered a line that hit like a sledgehammer. Zelensky thinks he can patch things up with Trump, like Justin Baldoni saying, "I'd love to work with Blake again." The crowd lost it. This wasn't just a zinger, it was personal. Scarlett's ex, Ryan, and his wife, Blake, caught strays in one brutal swoop. Jost twisted the knife with perfect timing. And the Hollywood ties, Scarlett to Ryan to Blake, made it a takedown for the ages. So how do they recover from this?
The lawsuit at SNL 50 when he appeared on Billy Bush's podcast.
Accused of heinous, arguably what are crimes, is on vacation. I think that he is trying to gather with his family and get some semblance of peace.
Blake and Ryan's perfect facade is crumbling fast. Her lawsuit's a mess. Sony denies any HR complaints. Co-stars won't back her up, and that CIA hire reeks of desperation. Justin's riding high, stacking court wins, and letting Melissa Nathan work her magic. The internet's turned on the golden couple, and even Taylor Swift's dragon vibes might not save them now. Will Swift drop a diss track to flip the script, or has Justin already won this war? One thing's clear, this live TV destruction was a game changer. Who got the last laugh? Smash that like button and tell us in the comments, Team Blake or Team Justin? Subscribe too, because this drama's far from over.